Wow, it only took us 300 chapters before we finally caught a glimpse of Mom Yukihara. And yeah, she was not who we suspected her to be, but at least one very important question was answered. And no, it is not the question that details how Soma became who he is, because it was actually clear from the very start that there were two people who influenced him the most. His dad by his supreme chefing, and his mom through his failing. That was the real reason, but that is not what answered. What was answered was, why did Yoshiro switch his name to Saiba? No, sorry. From Saiba to Yukihara. Why did he switch his wife's name? Because the dinner, Yukihara dinner, had existed before his time. He took over it after his wife died, and that is why he changed his name to Yukihara, to honor her. I mean, we already knew he took it to honor his wife because apparently he was just that much in love with her. And no, we do not see how that journey happened. But to be perfectly honest, I don't care right now. All I want is for this match to be over, for the villainous breakdown from Saiba Asashi, and then we can get a flashback on the tragic romance. Well, not the tragic one, but the romance that ended up in tragedy of the Yukihara Saiba situation. Okay, enough what we're ranting about this. This is Shokugeki no Soma chapter 311, and I am the angry anime fan that is better reviewer. Mana decides to humor Soma, and also mocks him by saying that she has taken up a bucket, so she will throw up once she has tasted it. Oh, she so disgusts me to the very end. I still believe is the fact that it's her mind that has made the taste buds in her body to just not see anything ordinary. Either way, she tastes, and do not throw up when she tastes this, because it's a taste beyond her exception. And here is what is funny. Asashi do not have his villainous breakdown. You know, Soma creators, if Sai, whatever who wins this, if Asashi do not have his villainous breakdown by the end of this one, I am gonna be seriously more pissed than I already am. If there's anyone who needs to have a humiliating villainous breakdown, is this arrogant piece of filth that is called Asashi. No, the ones who have the villainous breakdowns are his, well, dragons, so to speak. His sidekicks. Wonders how this is even possible. So either way, so Asashi says that the true form was the unease of it all. And it's actually revealed that one of the reasons why Mana always froze up is because the smell overwhelms her, senses. It turns out the dish that Soma serves has no taste, smell at all. But it does combine the 5 great cuisine. It's basically enough mayonnaise, one of the staples of French bistro, a dish with Finnish bordering soft bale, and the garnish with vegetables and homemade mayonnaise, and a soft boiled with completely sticky surface. And so well, Soma has mixed together the soft-boiled egg with his special mayonnaise and made an egg wash. Basically, he covered each and every one of these cooking grains of rice and sealed them up. And it even turns out that a thin leg of egg that is impeccable at first glance is just the finished omelette rice. And the moment they bit into it, it expands into the tongue. It's fragrant fried rice. So Asashi's sidekicks just have their more villainous breakdowns. Ask here. And here is where Sarge actually says something that every single one have said about Soma. I mean, basically they do not know the madness that is of Soma. It's just that Sarge is saying something here. Does he not fear failure? Once again! Showing just how flawed these noir chefs really are. They fear failure. And let me be honest, I too fear failure. Mostly because I don't know success. I don't know success. Because let's be frank, you always can improve, but no one ever tells you how you can improve. You have to figure that out yourself. The noir chefs don't do that. They just get swallowed up in their own egos. And I don't know how to improve it myself either way. So yeah, Soma is the one who fearlessly cook. He challenges himself even if it is risky. It's not that he's a gambler. He just stares failure in the face and decides to embrace it and change it. He is not afraid of failure, and that is what makes Soma a greater chef. Because but now it's actually revealed the one who taught him failure was not Yoshiro. Yoshiro improved his concentration. Yoshiro improved his cooking just a little bit. But it was not Yoshiro that said every failure is, improving. Yes, Yoshiro always crossed the borders to, go, sorry, go beyond the tastes and all that stuff, which Soma picked up. But the one person that taught Soma that failure is a good thing was his mom. Because 10 years ago in Yukihara dinner, when Soma was 6 years old and apparently his grandpa still existed, we are introduced to Yukihara Tamako, the mother of Soma. And let's just be frank, she just looks just like Soma, except breasts, although to be frank, extremely small, and white hair it appears to be. But it's actually revealed that the thing he always have, that bandana, towel, whatever, is actually a tragic keepsake because his mom has a similar one around him. Either way, she cooked something. And we have an extremely disgusting food gas. And I'm saying extremely disgusting because we see that from a man, a naked one. I actually wanted to throw up as soon as I saw that one. It was extremely bad cooking, and it turns out that Tamako was extremely bad at cooking. She had no skill at all, despite being the daughter of a diner, the original Yukihara, Grandpa Yukihara. However, it didn't matter because Tamako had an aura to herself. It's the fact that she believed that failures is just one ends of the success, and not to mention the fact that she had married Yoshiro, the real supreme chef. So Tamako approached failure with laid back. She didn't care how bad it tasted or the customers because she had an aura to it all. And she was just so very frank of it all. It's also revealed that she called Yoshiro-chan Yoshiro-san. And yeah, it turns out that Soma really looked up to his mother that way. And even Yoshiro, a man who crossed the borders, didn't mind the failures she did because she approached everything with a smile on her face. As its story has always been told, it was Tamako who brought back Yoshiro's love for cooking. And that is because it didn't matter how bad she was at cooking. She didn't even want to become a great chef. She just wanted to cook. That was brought back Yoshiro's love for cooking. A woman who approached everything casually. And it's here that Soma learned the things, is that how to do everything like that. Even the smile that Tamako did is exactly the same smile that Soma has now. So the one who taught him failure was not Yoshiro, it was Tamako. It also may explain why Yoshiro also didn't really want Soma to become a chef, not because he may have been afraid of he picking up skills from his mother, but also because the fact that he wasn't so sure that Soma will become a great chef and still approach things casually, like his mother. And here is the one thing that Soma points out. He says to Asashi that yes, he is amazing in his cooking and blah 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 blah, whatever broken ability that shouldn't exist in this world, whatever it's fiction or blah blah blah, blah everything's like that. However, he does say one very important thing in all of this speech, and that is you don't know the flavor of failure, and therefore you can never truly make a true star in the dish. And of course, Asashi is unchallenged by that because, well, after all, he beat the ultimate chef Yoshiro, and he's the strongest. He doesn't really need failure. So, I mean, it's basically like that story. Soma is saying you don't know how to improve because you don't know failure. And yeah, apparently Asashi don't know failure. But here's the thing what I've always said. If he knows failure, I don't think he can cook anymore because he's just that mind broken. And even if he knows failure, he will still cook his dishes the exact same way. And yes, maybe it will still charm people, but he will not comprehend why has he failed because everything for him is so completely perfect. He's just combining other people's dishes, cookings, and when they haven't failed, he is afraid to take chances. He don't know the true essence of cooking. You can never truly make anything perfectly. You always have to improve of the skills. It doesn't matter if it's writing, cooking, running, or whatever. I, for example, need to improve my writing. I don't really know how, but I just have to. Because it's failure. And Asashi don't know that. Therefore, he has no place in this cooking world. Of course, he is pretty casual. But the chapter, of course, ends before we get to hear the ultimate verdict. All we actually say here is the sound of the stripping. However, Asashi's co-dragon Yasanale says that this is different. This phenomenon, it's the ordinary stripping, and so what the hell does that even mean? Is that meaning that she is stripping, that Mana is stripping? And how are we supposed to take that? Are we supposed to take that if Mana strips, then Saoma's dish is more superior? Well, when we think about it, Asami could bestow stripping upon everyone else, yes. But when he was knocked out of the delicious cooking, he stripped too. Basically, he himself admitted it was good. He can bestow stripping upon other people when he acknowledges good, but it's not if it's good enough for him. I guess Mana is similar. She can bestow stripping upon others because it's just that delicious. However, if she strips and no one else does, then that means in her heart it affects her the most. She can't bestow that because she is the one who is bestowed. Is that what we are supposed to translate this all for? I don't effing care. All I care about is, can this match end already? So I can see Asashi's villainous breakdown. Or are we truly gonna end this match with a draw? I don't effing know. All I know is that I'm tired. So yeah, that was Tamako Yukihara. A little cute in the face. Not so much info. And to be frank, she looks extremely differently from the few flashbacks we had seen of her. But such is art. Art always changes. So what's my verdict? Are you thinking I'm gonna give this higher rating? Hello, are you crazy? Until this cooking match is over, I'm not giving anything a higher rating. Only then will I. So give me your thoughts.